You can turn the power switch on, make sure that your foot pedal is plugged in, and I'm gonna make some adjustments to my machine to start out with. This is the speed controller. I recommend starting with that set in the middle. When you are winding your bobbin, you can have it in the fast setting, but when you're sewing, I want you to start at a medium speed setting. Then I'm just going to double check my stitch length, my stitch width, and my thread tension before I start sewing. For just general purpose straight stitching, you want your stitch length set between 2 and 3. For straight stitching, your stitch width will be at a 0, and your thread tension should be at about a 3. You can tell if your thread tension is correct or not by taking a few test stitches, and if everything looks nice and even, you don't have loose threads hanging off, and your fabric isn't pulled too tight or puckering, then your thread tension is correct. How do you know what type of stitch you're going to make? You use the stitch selectors that are printed on your machine. For straight stitching, your gray number should be set at a 2, and if you remember, you have a dial on the right hand of your machine that you can use to change that. So you're ready for straight stitching. So now I place my piece of fabric under the machine. Lower your presser foot so that it holds the fabric in place, and then place your foot on your foot pedal. Press down gently, take a couple stitches. If you need to back stitch to secure it in place, you'll push the reverse stitch button and then continue with your straight stitch. When you reach the end, you'll reverse again for back stitching. Forward and then take your foot off the foot pedal. If that's the end of your line of stitching, you'll lift up your presser foot, pull the thread away from the machine, and then there's a thread cutter on the side of the machine that you can use to trim those threads. I'll just demonstrate that one more time. All right, now to do a zigzag stitch, I need to change the setting on my machine. So looking at the numbers along the top, I'll select number 16. And then I want to increase my stitch width so that my zigzag pattern will show up. I'm going to go with a medium number 3. And then again, place your fabric under the machine, lower your presser foot, and I'm not going to back stitch this time, just press the foot pedal. Take my foot off when I reach the end of the fabric, lift up my presser foot, and then pull my threads out. I'll clip the threads off, and you can see the zigzag pattern that created on the fabric.